It was one of those mundane days where you don't expect anything particularly interesting to happen. Just me, my cats, and the usual shuffle of life in my cozy third-floor apartment. I live alone in a row house in Philadelphia that's been chopped up into 3 separate units. I've been here for a while now, comfortable enough in the routine of it all. Single, solo, whatever you want to call it. Just me against the world, right? Anyway, my window AC unit had been acting up, leaking water, which apparently was causing some kind of problem downstairs. Not exactly my concern, more like something for the property management to handle. So, when they told me they'd send someone over to fix it, I thought, great, finally. They sent out this guy, some contractor I assume, not really part of the property management team but contracted to do the work. He was fine. Came in, smiled at my 2 cats like they were his long-lost friends, made small talk about how cute they were, and got right to business. He seemed harmless. It took him all of 15 minutes to fix the issue, said he was done, and off he went. Or so I thought. Not 2 minutes later, I hear a knock at my door. At first, I was confused, like, did he forget something? I open the door, and there he is, standing there with this almost sheepish grin. He steps inside again and asks, "Do you have an extra key for the main door downstairs?" Now, I'm sitting there thinking, why on earth would you need that? I tell him the only extra copy I have is with my friend, who lives in the building too, and that I just keep the 1 key for myself. But then he hits me with this: the property management group lost their key, and they asked me to see if I could get a copy while I'm here. And I just stand there, blinking, because, what? He's implying I should hand over my only key, just so he can what? Run off and make a copy for the property management? Alarm bells start ringing in my head, loud and clear. I ask him straight up, "Wait, are you asking me to give you my key?" And he just casually nods, like this is the most normal thing in the world, as if I should be fine with it. "Oh sure, here's my key, stranger, go make yourself at home." "I don't think so." I tell him, as politely as I can, though honestly, my stomach was starting to twist at this point, that no, that's not going to happen. He should talk to the property management directly about it. I was trying to keep it together, but let's be real, my internal alarms were blaring at full volume. So, he leaves, and I immediately grab my phone and call the property management company to verify his story. Guess what? No answer. Of course. And then, things take a turn for the worse. Not long after he leaves, I hear him downstairs. And he's not just leaving the building. No. He's messing with one of the doors. I don't know if it's the main door or one of the other units, but I hear it, clear as day. My mind's racing now. The key he wanted was for the main door, not for my actual apartment, but still, having a key to the building is step 1, isn't it? Both I and the woman living below me are single, living alone, and now I'm wondering, why is this guy still hanging around? What's he doing? My first instinct is to march down there and demand to know what the hell is going on. But instead, I grab my phone again and call my neighbor friend. I talk to her loudly, really loudly, so loud that if he's still down there, he'll hear every word through the paper-thin walls. I make sure he can hear me explaining how strange this whole situation is, how I'm calling the property management to check things out. If he thinks I'm just going to let this slide, he's wrong. And then there's the update. I finally get through to someone at the property management office. The woman on the other end? Totally unbothered. It's like she's reading a grocery list while I'm telling her about this strange contractor who just asked for a copy of my key. She says she'll follow up with him but doesn't seem to care that I feel weird about the whole thing. She doesn't even seem to know the details of the service request. Great. Just great. Now I'm stuck wondering if I'm overreacting. I mean, maybe he was just some clueless contractor following orders. Maybe he didn't mean any harm. But then again, I can't shake the feeling that something was off. And why was he messing with that door? I didn't see him, didn't confront him, but I heard him. And trust me, in this building, you hear everything. So, here I am, spiraling. I plan to tell my neighbors about it. We all need to be on the same page here, just in case. Sure, he didn't come off as overtly creepy, at least not at first, but as soon as he started asking for my key, that weird feeling crawled up my spine and has been sitting there ever since. Is it just me? Am I reading too much into this? Or is this as sketchy as it feels?